On Central tonight, the ASBO detection system that could help save lives.
Authorities like the police and social services can now count on new software to help identify those most at risk of abuse.
Also tonight, anger over a supermarket's plan to open its 4th store in Leicester city centre.
I think City Council should look into this very, very drastically, because a 4th Tesco within a mile is unbelievable.
And hundreds queue to see teen sensation Miley Cyrus as she swaps the Hollywood Hills for a supermarket store.
Good evening. An early warning system is being introduced to protect potential victims of antisocial behaviour. It follows the deaths of a mother and daughter in Leicestershire after years of abuse from local youths.
Fiona Pilkington killed herself and her disabled daughter, Francesca Hardwick, in a burning car, despite repeated pleas for help. Now it's hoped a new computer system could help prevent a similar tragedy happening again. John Willits reports.
When Fiona Pilkington and her daughter died, it raised serious questions over our approach to antisocial behaviour. The inquest into their deaths heard the family had felt under siege. Police had been contacted 33 times over the problems at their home in Barwell, but they hadn't linked the information together. Information held by the council had also not been shared. The system didn't work. Now a pilot project backed by the Home Office in Lincolnshire has been launched, which pulls together information from a variety of agencies, including the police, the probation service, social services, councils, hospitals and GPs. The software will analyse the data and highlight individuals most at risk from crime or antisocial behaviour. The data sharing company behind the red light warning system says it should help to prevent serious problems before they arise.
The alarm's triggered because there are certain aspects of the individual's data. So, for example, if someone has reported lots of antisocial behaviour, if there's been a burglary, if they've got disabilities, and there's actually an increasing level of antisocial behaviour and crime in their area, then that's what generates the actual risk alert. Individuals can then see the broader picture around the individual, around the person at risk, and they can decide to coordinate and put in place coordinated support plans around the individual.
It's estimated 3/4 of all antisocial behaviour incidents go unreported, but still, between 2009 and 2010, there were 3.5 million calls to the police. If the pilot scheme was expanded across England and Wales, it's thought it could save the government £300 million a year in reduced accident and emergency admissions and police and criminal justice costs.
Anything that uses computers, flags on the screen, anything that can help people in their work is important. And of course on Facebook now you have warning buttons for children. Why shouldn't we have warning buttons to help social workers recognise the problems that they face?
It's hoped by collating information, the warning system will identify problems early, preventing antisocial behaviour and giving victims the protection they need.
And John joins us in the studio now. John, you were at the inquest into Fiona Pilkington and her daughter Francesca. Does this scheme address the main concerns that were raised then?
Well, yes, because I think that the main point of this is to bring together a variety of information from different sources, and I think really that was the main message that came out of the inquest last year. The police hadn't linked together all the information from the variety of calls that they had about the problems that Fiona Pilkington was facing. So they didn't make an overall assessment of what was going on, and also not enough information was shared between the police and the council either. So I think this project could potentially give that overall view. When you look at facts individually, they might not seem that serious, but together they form a pattern, and so potentially it means that problems can be tackled a lot sooner.
So, given this is successful, John, how soon before we see it being rolled out to other areas?
Yeah, OK, so this is very early days at the moment, but I think the Home Office is going to be watching this very closely. If this is a success, I think it's something that they're going to want to expand to other areas of the country very quickly.
John, thank you very much.